Welcome back to OpenTTD, and the tunes are welcoming us to this interesting game that we've been playing already for a few episodes. So we recently connected here the Lokomotivfabrik here in the city of Ollerskirchen am Leiter. So the Leiter is up here, it seems, and then here it becomes the Fluss Gail, which then goes to the moor. And here the moor already, our main network, of course, is very well connected. So for this episode, I think we're going to look at a bit of passenger transportation. So I want to connect some of those small villages here along this new railway. I want to connect inner city transportation of Ollerskirchen, and I want to also connect a public, well, how do you call it, like a passenger transport station on our network before the city sort of growth. So does it make sense to be a terminus? Yes, probably. The question is where. Up here. Here's the farm. So I suppose it makes more sense to be up here. To have like some sort of terminus station where trains can go in. Okay. Then let's figure that one out. Guess I'm gonna go with the ISR stations, just very boring ones, but we have some nice suburban stations also. Wooden platforms, concrete platforms. Okay, let's go with the concrete platforms, why not? Okay, firstly, number of tracks, let's go with 4. Let's build like a really ambitious station. They're really embracing the whole railway age. So do we want to move it all the way back here so it also connects to this food factory in the future? It's actually a good point that we want to maybe leave some room to connect there. So they're right now a little bit upset and not allowing us to build stuff. So this food factory, it requires livestock deliveries, and then it can create food. There's not so much room, guys, for like trees here. Okay. So we are going to make the station sort of here, and I guess that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the authorities are super upset about us deleting some trees to build a station. Surprise, surprise. Didn't you see like the plants when we applied for permission? So this doesn't need to be high speed right now, but in the future it definitely will be. So for now we'll make a cross here, and then we're going to have to connect it up to our existing place here. Either way, I don't like it that much how it turns out here. It's a bit too tight. Could just from here go out like that. Yeah, I think that's reasonable, at least for the foreseeable future. Yeah, that's very reasonable, I think. Then like putting a few signals here, just so that the basic stuff works, and that should be it. So Ollerskirchen am Leiter East, so we will have to give that a more appropriate name. So this is just going to be the Ollerskirchen station, and we will build a bit of maintenance as well. Well, we have it up here already, so perfect. Then let's build a passenger train that connects the city. So we have a new one. Origin designed to operate commuter services. The small A1 tank locomotives were still used in the 1960s in the Hailing Island branch line. So there's 72 compared to the Lady of the Lake. Much slower. A bit cheaper, less output. I think we're gonna go with the Lady of the Lake. And we're gonna just take a bit of passenger transportation with the 4-wheel ones. And that's gonna be that. And it will just be a very simple connection from Ollerskirchen to Wilmart for now, but there might be, or not to the furnace, sorry. There might be some intermediary stops later on when I build like a few more stations maybe. So we're gonna have to make 2. Don't have to, but we want to. And we're also gonna run a mail one. So our mail trains, did we run them on Lady of the Lakes as well, or what did we put here? So let's take a look at this Champerieux one. Yeah, we run them on Lady of the Lake as well. It's a bit interesting choice, I suppose. Why not? But and here we'll also go with these 4 ones. Right, and the track will be the same. We'll go from here to the capital. And we'll go 2 as well. Don't space them out, they can just run. Okay, the passengers are celebrating that we have brought the first train here. Now the city is still upset with us, so unfortunately we cannot build bus terminals right now. So we'll just hide that ugly train station that we dared to build on their land. Here a little bit of parkland. Guys, this is way too much trees. Like, seriously, you should pay me to remove some trees rather than actually ask for more trees to be planted here. It's just too many trees. There's just too many trees here. This is gonna be a maintenance issue as well with regard to, you know, okay, friends, there's really literally no room to make any more trees. So how do you feel about me? How do you feel about me? Local authority says appalling. Does appalling mean no bus stations, or is bus stations off the table? How do you feel about bus stations, guys? Okay, you don't like bus stations, I see. Okay, then I guess you'll have to walk to the train station for now. That's fine with me. I would have wished to connect Inner Cell. We'll try to see about that in a second. So about these stations here, Schwarzbrunn ob der Gail, and then we have here, of course, Ried am Gail. And I think there's an opportunity to make a passenger stop here in theory, so why not? So I'm thinking we'll not over-engineer this. We'll basically make this like a pass-through station. It's not the most efficient, but the passenger trains, they don't like wait here to full load or anything of this sort. No, they're just gonna run along this track. It's just a little sprinter train that really accelerates fast between the stops and just picks up a few people before going to the main station where they can turn around. So number of tracks 2, platform length 4, and this will be, well, build it up here probably. Here would be okay. I mean, it's basically no difference. Yeah, it will be a bit outside so they can grow into that station. Right, of course, we forgot that we are we're everybody's public enemy for building train networks. Okay, build, and they don't hate us for it. Perfect. And here we also make another stop somewhere. Not sure where. I guess out here is a bit far away, but hey, it's better than nothing, right guys? Let's see if I can persuade you with a few trees that you want a train station. No way they want so many trees, it's like absolutely insane. Okay, then lead up the Gail in the middle of the forest one. So before everybody starts hating on me again, we will put a bus station here in the city center. And we will put one here for the train station. And we'll do the same here. Depots. And yeah, here we'll have to find a creative way to get through here anyway. I mean, there's one. So I guess then we'll put our depot here. And we'll connect the road, something like that. Yeah. Here's a connection through the forest. I know you hate that, but hey, when you're growing, you will appreciate it. And then here we do something similar. Yeah, all good. I think I placed already depot, right? Yeah. So then we're gonna run a bit of passenger transportation with modern buses. Just go here, go there. St. Thomas. St. Thomas doesn't want to be left out, of course, so let's throw them a bone. I guess that we'll make this inner city one for now first, and then just put 2 on that line, space them out. But we're gonna run another connection that will be the St. Thomas to the train station. And then on the way back they can go here. I think that's fine. And here we're gonna place like 3, 4. Let's do 4. Too much, way too much for the small towns, they will not be profitable. But hey, we're okay with that. And then here, same thing. They'll get the big Hancocks as well. And we'll just have a quick back and forth train bus route running. Go, go, go. Then our trains here, they're getting the goods. You are a empty run. You're running empty because you're coming back without, you delivered steel, okay. Understood. So where are the passenger routes here currently? Are you one of the passengers? Empty, without mail. Yeah, they have to space out a bit. First steel. Alright, let's find the one that we're looking for. So, grouping by shared orders. I will do that like after the sessions to group things up. Passengers from Wilmart who want to go to other places. Perfect. So many, right? It's quite confused, quite intriguing. So from Ollerskirchen. Right. So how we go? We go Ollerskirchen, then we make Schwarzbrunn. Then when we come from Wilmart, we also go to Schwarzbrunn. But before we go to Schwarzbrunn, we also go to here Ried, and like here, the same. So yeah, it's just a passenger route. So Ollerskirchen, Schwarzbrunn, Ried, Schwarzbrunn here should be the other way around. So this should be deleted, then first Ried, and then Schwarzbrunn. Okay, that's the right order. Okay, very good. And there's not enough demand here on these small towns yet to make this actually sustainable. We'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic on this. So we have 11 passengers here, you can see. They want to just go anywhere, literally. St. Thomas. They just had like probably some pickoffs here. And here, yeah, bags of mail, passengers waiting. The demand is there. I'm pretty sure the demand is there. We just have to work around it a bit. Cool. Then the next one, I want to do the same here to connect Vilmark to St. Michael an der Gail. So make a connection on this side. Running a local passenger train. I mean, this is like just a beautiful route, right? Running here in the outskirts of Vilmark. Beautiful. There's the opportunity to have a branch line that comes out of the main train station like right here. Yes, I like that quite a lot. Did I actually consider whether I want to maybe stop the growth of Vilmark for a little bit? Because Vilmark is growing quite a lot every 5 days. I think I will disable the town growth just for a tiny bit. Because I just want to see that it doesn't get out of control too quickly, because we're playing this game for the long time. So let's plan our stations basically. Bad Frankenhausen. So we have a little bit of an elevation here. What elevation level would we be coming in? So here's a hill. So probably I'm feeling that we're running here on the outskirt of that hill on this elevation level. And then let's see, maybe we'll tunnel through it. Yeah, maybe one less. It's quite a far tunnel. It makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. If it makes sense, don't argue. A little bit of an elevation jump here. We could try to avoid that by going just around it. Don't have to always build a tunnel. Okay, nice. So, Bad Frankenhausen, and then afterwards we want to go to Viersen. So the elevation is more on this side, so I'm thinking maybe the train station will be a bit more up here, so, sort of. So I'm thinking we're gonna run the track something like that. Which means that we can probably, let's see about that, like let's go here. Probably put the station like here. Before we go left. Yeah, something like that. I'm sure those towns will dislike us, let's say. So, yeah, this would be ideal. It makes sense to put any tunnels here. I mean, it's a very short tunnel, but maybe not. Let's be realistic here. There's such a small gap here. We'll just flatten that out and run the trains through here. So we have to have some level crossings here. We have to go up that hill. I think we're just gonna go uphill here. Then to have some proper connection here, we'll have to go like that. Take a small turn. That will be that way. And that looks pretty nice. Now a little bit adjustment there. And we're on our way to Viersen. Then to Spital. Spital also a bit hard to connect maybe. So the train station in Viersen. Thinking on this side of the river maybe. Or all the way up here. So we'll definitely cross the river here. So we can definitely build some bridge here. And then yeah, we'll put a station here, which could also be related to that industry almost in the future. But for now it's just a pickup station. It's pretty tight. Of course we didn't put crossings on the other stations also. It's probably not necessary because you can, you don't have to cross, you can stop on one side and when you go in the other direction, the other side's actually the more common pattern. But if you have the space for it, it's better to have the crossings and you have a little bit more flexibility in case a train needs to pass, for example. But it's not strictly necessary for like a small regional lane like this here. But we're planning with the future ahead in mind. So why not? Okay, beautiful. So the Viersen Pit station, great name. Then Spital. The question is, do we want to bypass Spital? Or do you want to, how do you want to proceed here? So St. Michael here is definitely going to be a terminus. So we can already plan ahead with that and drop that station right here. And yeah, we got lucky that that works out. Will just be a very expensive construction because we're going through the fields here, but hey. Viaducts? I think so. Okay, then we go through this little place here. Then here it's a bit tight. So we'll do a little bit of terraforming. In the name of progress. The mountain has to go. The hill, rather. Okay, so looks like we're going to cross somewhere here. A few viaducts. And then we can run here. Well, there's really not so much space either here. So yeah, it barely works with a bit of yeah, building a dam for the road here. So then I think the station will be there for Spital for sure, but it's gonna be a little bit outside of the city. It's not gonna be like down here. It's probably gonna be that we put it right here now. Because here up here is space for it. We're just on the wrong side of the road here also. But we can figure that out in a second. So we're gonna push the station here and they don't allow it. That is unfortunate for you. Because if you don't allow my stations, you will live in the jungle. Woods immediately got upset about it, so the bus station service will be a big issue for them as well. And yeah, This is Tunnel Town. But it would be preferable if you have another crossing before the tunnel, so we have to do a little bit of terraforming. So, just doing like that. Oh, we are lacking funds now. Wow. These projects are quite pricey, I know. And then a bit of space for the signals. Then like that. So now we need to cross over here, so let's not delay and just do it. Here's a good opportunity. And we also need to go down here. I guess same story. Bit too tight this curve, but hey, you can't have it all. This is a regional route after all. We should probably have considered to make this single track for like a proper regional feel, to be honest. We're building this out like as if it's the main line, but I now only afterwards think about it. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe these towns will be immensely popular. Alright, then at the terminus we'll just have like the rail build depots here at the end. That's also a cool look. And then signaling this little track here, or it's not as small as I thought it would become, but hey, it's actually quite a decent sized route, it seems to me. Okay, that's perfectly good. And yeah, we're connected to the Wilmart station. We'll just put a few maintenance depots a little bit on the outskirts here as well. Maybe a bit further away to not attract unnecessarily trains from Wilmart to go to them. I guess outside here is a spot outside of Bad Frankenhausen. And yeah, we'll send a regional train here from St. Michael to pick up people from these little stations and go to Wilmart. We're not gonna go mail, we're just gonna go the four-wheel carriage for passenger transportation. Yeah, and we're gonna go St. Michael, Spitalwood, then the Viersen Pit, then to Bad Frankenhausen. These are all gonna be like small suburb towns of the people who are working in Wilmark, probably in the factories in the future. They're going straight to the central station, which looks really rather tiny for such a huge city. So there will be some improvements in the future, very likely. And since we made this so big, really, like it would be a damn shame if we only had one train running on this whole network. So if we have another 60k spare lying around, would be amazing if we could just quickly grab another train. And this is more like a test run, basically. Because nobody's waiting at these stations yet, so we're just testing the track. Bad Frankenhausen next. And now we're going through the new tunnels here to Wilmart. Okay, I still have the clone tool here in my hand. Oh, what do we have here? Are you blocked somehow? Is there a lack of signals? Yeah, he's standing in the middle of the signals, you see. So this train cannot really pass. That's a big impasse, so let's try to tell it like, hey, just go. Just go. Okay, did you take any passengers? Oh yes, quite a few. Okay, that's at least nice. Yeah, you can see the station here is actually completely under the capacity that we need. Gonna have to look at that in a second. The passenger trains to Vilmark are way too popular. Okay, so we found our next project. So we're gonna clone this train just because, as I said, it would be a damn shame if we ran only one train on a double-tracked line. It feels like extremely wasteful otherwise. Sunk cost fallacy would be damned. So, how do we make Vilmark station a bit more extensive? Obviously, I think this little area looks really nice. It's probably like the rich people area, it looks like. So the poor people area is down here. So somebody has to go, and it's not going to be the rich people, right? So firstly, let's solve this problem that we have with that station, that they can block each other. That's definitely something we need to take care of. It's also not too hard to take care of. We can just extend this a bit further, make this curve a little bit tighter. So like that, and then remove that track here. That should be a bit easier. Yeah, so that's good, pretty much. So next up, we need to have at least, I think, 2 more platforms. So what are these guys here doing? There's a station here, basically, and that's what they're going to. Yeah, I think there's going to be now a bigger construction area here. So I'm thinking to remove some of the area down south here to make room for 2 more platforms. I think it has to be. So I wish there was like a picker where you could pick like, hey, let me just get that station. Although now that I'm looking at the watch, I think let's tackle this project next time. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.